Sports to the bone, family. Blessings, blessings, blessings once again, my viewers and subscribers. Yes, man, back at it, back at it. Another live show, another live show. It has been a while since we have had a live show, but fortunately, the opportunity presented itself today for us to do a little live, and we're definitely going to be um talking some cricket. Yeah, man, we didn't get a chance to talk on the live show since England. We all remember what happened in that series against England. Plus, we are currently preparing to take on South Africa. The first test starts in a couple of days' time. So we're gonna spend about an hour or so talking some cricket. Gonna be reading your comments. Gonna do my best to see if I can read what you are putting up. And you all can use this platform to share your views as it relates to what you thought about England, and what you're thinking going into this series against South Africa. I know quite a few of you guys made your comments on the videos that I did, but in terms of a live show, this is the first we're having the live in a little while. So you have that opportunity to hear your comments going out on the live. So blessings, everybody. Hope everyone is doing okay. Hope you're all safe. Think this is what the first or the second time we're going live since the hurricane. What was it? Beryl. Still some areas in Jamaica without light. Not sure about the rest of the Caribbean, that was hit by this, but still some places back in my home country without light and water. So if you are joining from there, I want to say a shout out if you are able to see. But yeah, man, bless up everybody, bless up everybody. Gonna go straight into it. I am doing good on this side. We have a little thunderstorm going on out there right now, pure rain and things, but fortunately I didn't have to go to work, so I am home. Everything blessed. God is good, All right, Jaden, bless up, Jaden, bless up. Roblox, bless up, bless up, bless up. Mayor's blessings. Trying to forget that England series. What I mean, we have to forget it eventually, yes, but at the end of the day, can only learn from it, Can only learn from it. West Indies need to play better than how they play in England. Hopefully we'll be able to give a better account of ourselves. It's home. The ball will not be swinging that much. Hoping that the guys will be able to adapt. Well, not even adapt. It's their home conditions. Hopefully they'll be able to put what happened in England on the back burner for now and go out there and do some work. Why is Shea Hope and Chase not in the test team? I think I answered this comment in the comment section earlier today. Raston Chase is playing in the Canada T20 League. I'm almost sure that is where Shea Hope is also. We have to understand that we might think that these guys want to play now, but that's not necessarily the case, right? T20 is where the money is. And these guys, they are hunting it. They are looking it, right? So Raston Chase, I can say for sure he's playing in the Canada T20 League. Yesterday, when I was going through the list, I didn't see Shea Hope's name, but I think he's also there. So that's the reason. It's not that they weren't selected or they weren't asked or anything. I don't know if they were asked, but they're out there playing T20 cricket. So we know which one comes first for them. You understand? Why has Azar not vice captain anymore? And I think you are the same one that asked this today, and I answered it in the comment section. Azar Joseph is still the permanent vice captain. The selectors and the coach, they decided that they want, it's time for him to get a rest. He's been going in all formats for a while: tests, ODIs, T20s, and as much as how he's always available. As much as how he's always available. Not injured, you still need to give him a rest. So that's why Joshua De Silva is filling in right now. Solazana should be in the test and Springer the bowler. Well, I won't say that based off the one warm-up game. A lot of people will disagree, but the I mean, Springer did some work in the Red Ball Championship also, so I could understand that. But Solozano, he didn't do a lot in the championship. Scored that 111 there, but you cannot every time a man score a century, you decide you're going to put him in. You understand? And where is he going to bat? He's an opener. Where would you bat Jeremy Solozano? Brathwaite, the captain, will play. Louis is there, scored some runs in England. He's definitely going to play. We have guys like Tevin Imlach. Not sure if they're going to give him an opportunity because Casey Carty is coming in and he might be maybe bats at number 3. But Tevin Imlach scored a lot of runs in the regional championship, so he would probably be ahead of him just the same. You understand? Bless up, Smith. Bless up. Sports in the Bone. Who you all being used? Carty or Warwican? Well, it's two different spots, Warwican would come in as the spinner. Casey Carty is there as a specialist batsman. You understand? If Casey Carty plays, he will bat in the top 6. You understand? And I say top 6 because they can shuffle it around. But it's a strong possibility that he's going to bat at number 3 if he gets a knock ahead of Tevin Imlach. Imlach has been in the squad for a little while now, so we might see him getting an opportunity. But Warwican, the question about Warwican would have to be whether he plays ahead of Gudikish Moti or Joshua Bishop, who's the next spinner in the team, in the squad. Let me remind you of the squad. Craig Brathwaite, Joshua De Silva, Alec Arthanes, Casey Carty, Brian Charles is also there. Justin Greaves, Jason Hola, Hodge, Imlach, Shamar Joseph, Michael Louis, Gudikish Moti, Kemar Roach, Jaden Sears, Jamel Warwican. So Warwican would be competing based on what I think with Joshua, with what's his name? Joseph, with Joseph. You understand? And Joseph Moti and not Joseph. I'm going to tell you his name pretty soon. I just call his name. So he would be competing with Brian Charles, Gudikish Moti, and let me see if I can find him. Oh, he's not in the team. He's not in the squad. Brathwaite, Da Silva, Arthanes, Carty, Brian Charles, Justin Greaves, Jason Ola, Hodge, Imlach, Shamar Joseph, Michael Louis, Gudikish Moti. So I guess it's going to be between him, Gudikish Moti, and Brian Charles. Bishop, I thought Joshua Bishop was there, but he isn't there. All right. Yeah. They should give the whole team one more chance. We changed too much, says Dexter. All right. But I said they should go with the same squad. Jeremiah Lewis should have at least played in the warm-up against South Africa. Probably still not fit. Remember, he left the tour against Australia because, why am I saying Australia? Remember, he left the tour of England early because of injury. So it's a possibility that he's still recovering. You understand? I know that when you leave a squad, the first team, you expect to play the next warm-up game that is played, or the next A tour if it's an A tour. But it's a possibility that he's still injured or still recovering, are going through rehab. Not sure how serious the injury is, but they said that he was injured. Since after the English tour, I have been walking with my head down in shame. Hope both players and batters, bowlers and batters play better cricket. One good innings in a series is not enough. We need 2 or 3. I agree. I agree. West Indies fear Rabada bowling, so they have to play Rabada wisely on the test side. Yeah, Rabada is usually very problematic when we face South Africa. But let us see. We have a couple of guys. That will look to play on the front foot. Now we have Arthanes that is not going to only look to survive and then get out. Hodge is going to play his shot. Louis is going to play his shots. One of the things that one of the issues, especially the last series that we played against them. Don't remember how many wickets he got, but remember we had Craig Brathwaite, Tej Narayan, Shandopal. You understand? We had Raymond Reefer. Reefer would play shots every now and again, but we had guys there that would soak up deliveries and then, the bowlers would have enough time to target them. Who is Brian Charles? I've never heard of him. Which country he's from? He's a spinner from Trinidad and Tobago. He's a half spinner from Trinidad. Hello. One question I want to start with is, knowing Craig started to play quickly in the Trent Bridge Test tour onwards, do you think he will continue that? And how do you feel about him using that style? The thing is, it's not the first time we have seen him trying to do this, but it's not usually, something that goes on for long. This style I am okay with. You understand? He's experienced enough to understand when to leave the ball. You understand? We would have seen him trying to be aggressive and playing after some wide balls, yes. But he's experienced enough to be able to up his strike rate. You understand? Anybody would be okay with that style once he's still able to occupy the crease. You understand? We know whenever Craig Brathwaite gets out, you understand, then so majority of the time we tend to crumble. You understand? So it would be nice for him to play to play this new style, but at the same time, I want him to occupy the crease, not to get 20 from 400 balls, but if you understand what I mean. Sports to the Bone versus that South Africa attack. Would it be best for our team performance to have a flat wicket or bowler's paradise? I would choose flat wicket so the game isn't finished in 3 days. Probably yes. Probably we can do that. But then again, they have Maharaj, and I think they have another spinner that we would have to cope with. So even if the wicket is flat. But this sounds as if you are sure that the test might finish in 3 days if it's not flat, eh? But yeah, probably they need to expect. We start to say from the other day that the bowling is our strength. Alzar isn't there anymore, but yeah, for right now, we still have Shamar Joseph, we have Roach and the other guys. So it depends on what they think is their strength, I realize you have up Julian Alfred. Who is that? Is that Julian Alfred you have up and the DP Supernova? Yeah, man, as I see that, shout out to Julian Alfred once again, going out there and securing a gold medal. Yeah, man, St. Lucia, large and in charge. I think I just answered that question. Sports to the Bone, you think that Joseph should come back against Bangladesh? He's gonna come back, man. When do we have Bangladesh again? But he's gonna come back. It's not drop Joseph. They're resting him as much as he's so expensive. I think since his debut, I think I was listening at something that the commentators were saying. Since he made his debut, he has been the most expensive player where Test cricket is concerned as a seamer. But I can almost guarantee if they do the stats looking at who the most catches get put down off, it will also be Alzar Joseph. So as much as he will get the wickets, he's expensive. Sports about how can we click and get as team when every series 4 new youth man come in? For me, that's our biggest problem. Yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue, but the problem is we have sometimes like 4 or 5, 6 test matches for the year, and when they give some of these guys, like 3 or 4 games. You understand? That is 8 innings in our 6 innings you get to bat. And if you're not performing, then they still have to look to bring in somebody else. I understand that teams that can afford it, they will let a 1 or 2 man fail. You understand, and keep them. The problem that we're having is that 5, 6 of them failing at the same time. So that is why it really looks so bad on us. Because if you look at certain teams, they have a 1 man failing. The other players just carry the team until that man find form, or they give him enough game to prove himself. I don't really like the chop and change thing, but if you have a man getting out, batting in 10 innings, 8 out of the 10 innings he's getting out the same way, and not scoring, you probably need to look elsewhere. You understand? It's difficult to say. It's difficult because where you're looking, it's probably not a strong place to select from. But if you have a batsman, as I said, batting in 10 innings and 8 out of the 10 innings, he's just keeping his feet together and throwing the bat outside the line at the half stump and get out caught. You're going to always probably want to look elsewhere. 100 in 4 innings is all I ask for. One of our batters show that we are international team with international quality, capable of standing up really with the best, Craig, Alec, and Hodge. Well, I mean, the coach said that his team can compete, so it's not too much to ask for them to score at least 1 century in 4 innings. That would be competing, you know. Coach says his team can compete. They show that they can compete. Sports it one. I think Shamar Joseph will help West Indies beat South Africa. That would be good, you know. That definitely would be good to get them, pin them down with some pace. West Indies have to restrict South Africa if they win the toss and bowl first. All right. Oh yeah man, no problem. Bless up, Sharon. Bless up. Winning the toss in these two games should bat first both games. Yes, bat first and put runs on the board. Yes, man. Julian Alfred got all the American salty. She won that gold medal by a mile. Total domination. Lucians definitely will build a statue for her in the coming years. Yeah, man. Extremely proud of her. You know, happy that she was it. Somebody from the Caribbean was able to get it. I mean, you see what happened with our girls. You understand? So the fact that she was able to go out there and win is very good. It's not that we want to capture her success or be a part of it, you know, but Jamaica is very proud of her because I think she spent like 3 years at St. Catherine High School in Spanish Town, in St. Catherine there in Jamaica. 3 years at St. Catherine High School. So, you know, a lot of Jamaicans feel connected, will feel connected to her. The best thing the West Indies can do is to let Hola and Roach sit out the South Africa series. They are not picky takers. They are bowling practice South Africa. All right, who are the guys that should replace them, Sherwin? The squad is already there, so both of them will sit out in this squad. Who are the pacers? Remember, you know, the squad is selected. We're not selecting the squad. So you're saying the best thing is for them to sit out. The squad is already selected. Who are the pacers that you will play? Seeing that the squad is already selected. What is the latest of Darren Bravo? Is he retired from cricket? I'm not hearing anything about him. I'm not sure what's going on with Darren Bravo. The last thing he said was that he's not quitting, he's not giving up. This is him just taking a break and, you know, trying to get his mental thing together. You understand? So I can't give you anything more. You know. All right. Sports to the bone. Batsmen like Campbell and Shandopal should come back in the near future. It's not hard. All they need to do is work and come back. The same reason why Shandopal was dropped, he just need to go in the regional championship, work on it as much as though it's not the same quality bowlers he will face in the championship. Work on it. A shake up is something so. Work on it, score some runs, and he will get a look in again. John Campbell, remember when he was dropped before the ban is a reason he was dropped. He need to go and make some runs and come back. I see people saying the same thing about Blackwood, that he needs to come back. Blackwood himself knows that he needs to score runs. Prior to the beginning of the last championship, regional championship, Blackwood said that the aim is to score the most runs. He played a couple of games, didn't score. I think he got injured and then, never really worked out for him. So he said that he wanted to be the top scorer, get back into the test team, and then eventually branch off to the ODIs. So what they need to do is just score runs. The regional championship is there. I've always said that if you're a mainstay in the test team and you get dropped, it shouldn't be too difficult for you to go and dominate in regional cricket if you are that good. You understand? So that's the way for them to come back in. You understand? We have guys like Tevin Imlak who can bat at number 3 or 4. We have guys scoring runs. There's another player that he scored some runs who can bat in the middle order just the same. What's his name again? I'm always not remembering his name. When I remember his name, I'll tell you. I think he plays for Winwood. But yeah, there are a couple of players scoring runs out there that can come in. You understand? All right. So Supernova is going with Craig, Louis, Carty, Hodge, Arthanes, Da Silva, Holder, Roach, Shamar Joseph, Moti, Seals is the obvious 11 to me, he said. Yes, Sunil Ambrose. I'm always not remembering his name. Sunil Ambrose. Plus Sunil Ambrose is also there. Yeah, pretty much this look like a playing 11 that would jump out at you, yes. I would want Casey Carr to get the opportunity, but you know, Imlak is probably the only other option I think they might go for. Imlak has been in the squad for a little while. I mean, he's there in case anything happens to Joshua De Silva. You understand? You probably don't want the two wicket keepers playing in the same test and the two of them get injured. They probably don't want that. You understand? But he can also bat at number 3. You understand? You don't want it to be a case where he's batting at number 3, gets hit in the head. You understand? And then Joshua De Silva comes and also gets hit or something happen. You know, so but that's probably me overthinking things. But Imlak might get an opportunity at 3. But I don't have a problem with that playing 11 that you're working with there. Sports to the Bone, speaking of Blackwood, you think he should come back or he's not coming back to the West Indies squad? I don't understand the question, because if I think he should come back, what he needs to do is to score runs and he will probably be able to come back. You understand? Based on how our thing is, a man who is in his mid-30s can still get to play international cricket. You understand? So it's not a case of if I think he should come back. My thing is he should score runs. He needs to score runs to come back. That's what I'm thinking. If he scores runs, then he'll probably get an opportunity. Then again, the might say they are looking in another direction. You understand? I mean, there are some guys, there are some youngsters there that you want to see them scoring a lot of runs, you know, to get in. Don't get me wrong. I'm not only talking about the senior guys. There are guys here that you need to see them scoring runs. You understand? The Teddy Bishop, you want to see him scoring some runs. Akeem Ogis, you want to see him getting some bagger runs. The youth from Guyana, Anderson, you want to see him getting a bagger run same way. The youth from Jamaica, Jordan Johnson, you want to see him getting some runs just the same. You know, there are a lot of players out there that, you know, you want to see them getting some runs so they can come in. You know, but these 2 games against South Africa will definitely be an opportunity for them to really show, you know. Do you think that in coming back was mastermind by CWI heads, Haley or Deandra begging back for a place? I've noticed she hasn't played in the franchise league since CPL last year. So that's the thing. Coming back is good. But you know, as you said, she wasn't overly active since the CPL. I think that she going into retirement. I don't know if it had anything with when the captaincy change took place between Stephanie Taylor and Hayley Matthews. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. When Courtney Walsh was coaching, I'm not insinuating anything now. When Courtney Walsh was coaching, we noticed a lot of the ladies were taking breaks. Some of them were taking breaks. We saw Deandra Datin walking away. Some said they were unavailable for selection. You understand? And then after a while, we see them start integrate back in. So I don't know if it's a change of coach or change of administration or the captain, as I said, try to coax her back in. I don't know what the situation is. But if you're not playing much franchise cricket, you're going to need to earn. You're going to need to survive. You understand? And our experience would definitely be good there. You know? Yeah, man. Thanks for the correction. Consistent runs is what we want. Not just have a 70 here, a 100 there, and that. Consistent runs, you know? Sports to the Bone, do you think that Kishane Thompson was robbed? No, I don't. I don't think so. And this is a debate that I stay away from. I see it over Facebook. I see it all over. And I was watching the race with my wife yesterday. And I was saying to her while I was watching it, you understand? I was saying to her that it was experience that Noah Lyles used to beat him. When it comes down to, I don't want to spend too long on this or get too technical because I am not the best when it comes to track and field, but I have a little idea, you know. When it comes down to finishing a 100-meter race, what you need to do shortly before you cross the line, the last step or the last 2 steps, need to be short. Call it the last step, not the last two steps. The last stride, the last stride don't need to be that big, like what Kishan did. You notice that Noah Lyles, his last stride became short and choppy. You understand? If you understand what I mean. The reason for that was so that he was able to lean across the line. If you look on Facebook, you see a lot of people saying that he got robbed because Kishan's foot crossed the line first. That's not how track and field works. It's the torso that they measure. They measure the torso, right? And the torso, as you guys would appreciate, is from here down to the waist. You understand? So that from the waist up, that's the torso. So it's experience. Experience is the thing. You understand? When you're about to finish and you see you're going to cross the line, if you're not experienced enough, you're going to continue to power your way and try to lengthen those strides. But what Noah Lyles did was to just shorten the last step a little bit and make that lean and outlean him. It's a reason that the athletes practice finishing, even in practice. You understand? You have to be able to dip, and that's how it goes. You will realize that Kishan's foot went across the line first, but it's one of them things that which part it's technical. You understand? They call the 100-meter first pass the post. Just like horse racing, the first man pass the post win. But track and field, let's say it's first pass the post. But it's not necessarily that. You understand? Your foot first pass the post, and you don't win because it's the torso. It's a bag of things which part I don't even want to get into that too much. But it's something that will let a lot of people look a bit stupid on the internet if they don't understand. Sports Bone, I think Da Silva should bat higher than where he's currently batting. My problem with that now, Ian, has always been doing so much work, bending down behind the stump and then going up to bat at number. I see people mentioning number 4 or I even see number 3, number 4. You understand? I am okay with him going at number 6. Usually the all-rounder, if it's an all-rounder, that is definitely going to get your runs like a Ben Stokes or when Jason Waller was clicking, you bat the all-rounder at 6. But based on this team, I don't have a problem with Da Silva batting at 6. You understand? I don't want to push it any further. You need a specialist batsman to score runs. You need a specialist batsman to be able to occupy those positions. When you have a specialist wicketkeeper in a test match going up to bat that high, it's tough. Kumar Sangakkara was extremely good. One of the best we have ever seen. In test cricket, you understand, at one point, when he wasn't keeping anymore, he was batting high. But I don't really like it. Keeping in test cricket and batting high is not easy. You understand? I have not experienced it, but I know. Bending down behind there in the sun and up and down, and then going out there, you're mentally tired. And once you're mentally tired, that's where you start doing madness. You understand? And the idea behind it is that by the time the wicketkeeper, who is a specialist, comes in at number 6 or 7, the specialist batsman would have occupied the crease for long enough to give him time to rest. That's the idea behind it, I would think. Sherwin says, my playing 11, Brathwaite, Lewis, Greaves, Arthanes, Carty, Hodge, Da Silva, Holder, Moti, Joseph, Seals. I wish we had better choice as backup spinner. Brian Charles over Joshua Bishop Sox, he says. All right, you have Holder in, but remember I said Holder and Roach mustn't play now. So you have to find somebody else put him on. I noticed West Indies hardly played both Test and ODI this year. They played more T20s. Probably because we were leaning towards the T20 World Cup. Or you mean what's going to happen after the T20 World Cup? Remember, we don't usually get a lot of Test matches, Hey, I said some rain and fall out. I do you see, man? Remember, we don't usually get a lot of tests, Bless up, Jay. Bless up. I don't have Roach in my starting 11. I have no choice with Holder. All right, Sherwin. Off topic a bit. What do you think about Jamaicans' performances at the Olympics this year? It's been a bit sad to see what's happening. It's been really sad to see what's happening. But going in, the guys who let me see now, Sherika Jackson, Shelley and Fraser Price shouldn't be the biggest of surprises, if we're looking at it emotionally, we might say, boy, we're really disappointed and how they must do that and turn up and don't run. I even see some imbeciles from Jamaica on TikTok saying that Sherika Jackson go there on a vacation. Why she even worry go? But that's not how it works. You understand? Sherika Jackson prior to the Olympics, she had pulled up in a race, and there's something that is consistent, that you constantly monitor. You monitor it, you test your body, but track and field is their way of earning. As much as we are emotionally involved and attached, if they turn up and it's time for them to run and they go out there, you have what you call specific preparation. That is when, right before, probably about an hour or two before your race, you go out there, you go through your start, you try to finish. You understand? If the body is not feeling like it should, they're not going to risk it, because that could be even worse. Shelly was warming up with a big band on her knee. She went out there and ran in the prelims and looked good. You understand? But that's how it is, Plus these guys, they have sponsors. So, it's, if they can turn up and rep for the sponsors in terms of going out there, they are going to do it, even though they know that they So when I see them not performing it, running it, it's because it's tough. For the others, more or less what I expected, we got a medal in the triple jump. Ricketts, we expected that. Didn't expect the medal that we got in the shot put. That's our first medal in the shot put. You understand? The 400 meter, one of the most competitive events. I didn't really expect a lot. I am expecting that we can medal in the males long jump also, but it's tough. I don't talk about track and field on here a lot, but I watch it a lot. You understand? So those are the people that we were expecting to medal. Lyles definitely held his form better at the end. Also, do you believe Shelly is really hurt, or did the whole Olympic warm-up situation affect her since they made her walk around the front gate? I don't know if it affected her to the level where, to the extent where she wouldn't go out there and run. Shelly is a fighter, and once she felt she was good enough, she would have gone out there and she would have done so, But we have to remember that prior to the Olympics, she wasn't running a lot, and she went out there and she run, what was it, 10-9 or 10-8 or something like that. So when you go out there and run something like that, it take a toll on the body. Not to call her old at 37, you understand, you go out there and you put that out, body might not feel how it's supposed to feel, you understand? As well as that can be something that affect them, or that affected her also. I predict South Africa will score 500 runs in one innings. Our bowling is not good enough to beat the Windward Islands. You don't say. Yes, Sportsbone Hurricane, they be about to give you some time off this week. Well, I get it already. As we speak, I should have been at work right now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nasty work till Thursday. Yeah, man, we're getting a lot of rain. Sportsbone, let's hope the Olympics will be worse since 2004 when we had 5 medals, including 2 goals. Yeah. In the Olympics that is worse Trinidad Athletics did so far, it looked like they ain't coming with no medals at all. Usually they would have a couple of athletes out there, doing some work. I haven't really seen much of them. You understand? Sportsbone, what you're starting 11 in the lineup. I will give you before the game, but my playing 11 is the same one that Supernova gave there. You understand? Basically the same one that you heard me reading just now. The only thing I am weighing my mind over is whether I play Imlach over Casey Carty. I am a big Casey Carty fan, but I understand that Imlach has been around for a while in the squad, and he really scored a lot of runs in the last championship. You understand? But I probably don't want to play the 2 wicket keepers in the same game, just in case some bad luck go on. You understand? We're in the Caribbean still, so if anything happens, they can call up another wicket keeper, but probably gonna go with the same one. Exactly. His back end speed is very good. When I was watching it, and I was saying, I can't remember seeing anybody finishing a race, being good at finishing a race like that, apart from Usain, finishing a 100 meter. He's pretty good. He's really good. You know, I agree with you about Da Silva. Yeah, man. I wanted Fred to win, but so it go. Fred Curley, you would near the end of it, Massa. Give your bold predictions again. Highest run scorer and highest wickets. I'm going Craig and Roach. Um. Uh, Craig is a safe bet. Let me go Hodge now. Let me go Hodge. Let me go with Hodge now. I mean, he scored some runs against England, so I don't know if he will continue like that. I don't know if he will be that consistent, but let us go with Hodge now. And who I want to go for with the pace. I don't want to go the same with you, because let's go Hodge and I'll go Hodge and Seals. I'll go Hodge and Jaden Seals. I'll go Hodge and Seals. But I won't be moving around a lot, but you understand, and I mean, but I won't be moving around a lot and thing, but let's go Hodge and Seals. Do you think West Indies has a player against a player against South Africa? I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying. Come again. I don't think I understand what you're saying. Sports about, I think we should score big runs in the first test, but I also think that we'll bat first. It depends on what the pitch is like. Most wickets Moti and most runs Arthur says J. Yeah, man. All right. They will open the bowling with Roach and Seals. All right. All right. Smith going with Hodge and Moti. Yeah, man. I was thinking about Moti too, but I was saying that Moti will probably take the wickets his wickets will probably come with the Ola ball. You understand? So I was thinking that you're gonna need a couple of you're gonna need the pacer to take some early wickets in the two games. So I'm thinking Seals will be the man, Oh, a chance. Okay. Yes, I think so. I mean, looking at the record, I was looking at the test record that we have against them. 32 games, 22 wins to South Africa. 3 to West Indies and 7 in draw. 7 ended in a draw, I think. But for some reason, I think we can do something against them, man. This is not the best West Indies team. I think we get beat badly. All right, what is the best team you think out there? What is the best team? Talking about available players doesn't make any sense to keep on talking about people who consistently show they don't want to play Test cricket. Bless up, Philip. Bless up.
Find that in your Apple Music library. You can ask me to play a radio station or ask for your music on a different app.
I watch out to you. Come on for this, man. Come down now. I hope Shamar Joseph gets a new ball. Please don't give it to Roach. Let us see. Sports to the bone, big man thing. I think South Africa has no side except Rabada. That's what I'm saying. We probably have a good chance of beating them. They have a couple of new guys, but the thing is, even when they bring in new players, they have some first class experience, good enough first class experience that can match up to our players. You understand? They still have Aiden Markram there. Aiden Markram is there. Rabada is there. Maharaj is there. Lou Engid is also there. I need to pull up at their squad. You understand? They have a couple of new guys that they're looking. Timba Bavuma is there. He may usually score a lot of runs, anyways. You understand? So let us see. Gone are the days when we're going up against South Africa and we would have to face the captain, Graham Smith. I don't remember who was opening with him back then. You understand? You had guys like Amla, Jack Callis. I remember one time now, I think it was probably 2009, 10. They came to the Caribbean, and I'm almost sure Amla scored 4 or 5 centuries in that one series. I doubt we even out him one time. We probably got him out in about amount of runs the man scores. So it's not the same strong South African team, but let us see. We have to play South Africa spinner Maharaj very wisely. Yeah, man. Let me see. I trying to pull it up. All right. Aiden Markram, David Bedingham. Not a lot of games under his belt, but he's known. See, as soon as I call it, Marlon just typed it. You understand? He's not he's not as established as some of these guys, but he's definitely a man to look out for. You understand? Tony Dizarzi is also not too bad. Left hand batsman there. Tristan Stubbs, also not too bad. They have a couple of guys there that will look to do some work. I think based on our squad, the South Africa squad I think you'll be evenly. I don't know if I should say evenly matched, because obviously they have good bowling here. But I think our bowlers should be able to pin down their batsmen. You understand that? We should be able to pin down their batsmen and give our batsmen something to work with. So that's basically how it is looking for us right about now. What happened to Jermaine Blackwood? Nothing happened to Jermaine Blackwood. He wasn't scoring any runs. He got dropped. Was supposed to make some runs in the regional championship, the last one that was. Didn't score any runs at all, so he was not considered for this series. It's a bit pleasing to see much wanted T20 man like Tristan Stubbs is playing red ball cricket for South Africa. Meanwhile, the 100 and other leagues are going on. What's the excuse for the other players? I was very surprised when I saw his name on it, because I didn't even know that he was going to play Test cricket like that. You understand? As I said, this man is hot commodity, hot bread when it comes on to T20 cricket. But some people priority is different. Some people priority is different, and at the same time, we don't know what sort of clause they have in their contracts. People have individual contracts. Some people on A contract, B contract, and stuff like that. But even though it's A, B, and C contract, they can personalize the contract to say, even though you're a T20 man, we need you to play this amount of tests. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but it's a possibility that that is something. Bedingham averages over 50 in first class with significant numbers of games under his belt. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Even though some of these guys, they are not fully established where international cricket is concerned, they have, I said it earlier, they have, some first class experience that will match up with these guys. I didn't know that he's averaging over 50 in first class cricket, but it's not a new name. It's not a new name. You understand? And as you are saying, if he averages that, then he will definitely be able to give us some problems there. So let us see. I think the best thing where our team is concerned though is we have a couple of guys that will look to score. You understand? We don't have two openers that will score 50 from 70 overs. That's not going to happen. You understand? And then we have a couple of guys in the middle. Don't always come off. But we have Arthanes and Hodge that they will look, once the ball is there to be scored off, they will look to score. You understand? Louis look like a man who is going to try and score. You understand? We say Brathwaite, don't know if it's something that he's going to try and stick with, or that was just him trying to get ahead of things in England. But I think the greatest thing is that we have guys that will look to play on the front foot against these guys. You ask my team, my best team, I would have had Isaiah Thorne, Joel Andrew, Jordan Johnson, and Teddy Bishop in the 15. Let them travel with the team. Okay. And as much as I like youngsters and I want them in the team and I want them to come through. And at the beginning of the year, at the end of last year, I called a couple of names and I said, these are the guys to look forward who should be breaking through this year. I had Teddy Bishop, I had Jordan Johnson, I had Isaiah Thorne in there. I don't think I had Joel Andrew. But seeing that you're saying this, how many of these guys that you just called here actually did anything in the last championship? How many of those guys? Don't get me wrong, I want to see these guys playing cricket. Joel Andrew is one of the most talented ones we have going around right now. Jordan Johnson, just the same. Teddy Bishop. Isaiah Thorne, I wanted to see him more of him in the last warm-up game the other day. I actually wanted him in this squad. You understand? The fact that they brought him to England to get him, allow him to get some experience. I was thinking that he should have been in the squad. But none of them guys that you just called did anything in the last championship. None of them do anything. Jordan Johnson, I think he played for CCC, if I'm not mistaken, didn't do anything. Joel Andrew, as we know, just coming through. Right? Teddy Bishop didn't do anything. Right? Isaiah Thorne didn't do too badly. He's not too far. But sometimes we have to, as much as we want these youngsters coming through, to come through, these guys not doing anything. What, I'm interested in hearing Sherwin's better West Indies team. Seems like the pool to choose from is shrinking. All right. If we win the toss, should we bat first and try to score 300 or bowl first? I can't really remember what happened versus India in the test we played here. If it's a batting track, do we still bowl first? If it's a batting track, we realize that the guys they have been doing a lot of bowling recently. Since they said that the team is the strongest part is the bowling, but with Hajan and these guys and Artanes and these guys feeling more comfortable, they probably can bat first. I don't have any problem bowling first. I don't have any problem bowling first. I have always thought that the bowling is our strongest point. So even if it's a bat, it might sound silly. It's a batting wicket, so we probably should bat first. But I've always thought that if our bowling is our strongest, put the bowlers out there, get them to try and get South Africa out, try and get some confidence in the team and then look to take it from there. I remember you saying this year might be Kevlin Anderson breakout year. Even Kevlin Anderson was one of them that I mentioned. I think it was December. Jay, boy, you have a good memory, man. I think it was December that I said it. Anderson, Jordan Johnson, Teddy Bishop, Isaiah Thorne, quite a few of them that I called. You understand? Anderson is doing some work now. Should be closer to the squad. You understand? Probably by the next championship he will be in. Hopefully we'll score enough runs. But yeah, man. What happened to Shamar Hola? He stopped playing cricket. I don't know. I'm almost sure that last year, or was it early this year, when he was basically fully recovered, there was something that came out when they were saying, I think it was around about the same time that Shamar Joseph got that contract after Australia. I think if my memory serves me right, and something came out where they were saying that they have Shamar Hola on a contract. I think it was a developmental contract or something like that where they were working with him. Don't quote me, but that's the latest. I don't know. Teddy Bishop took the most wicket. What? I must be watching a different. What are you talking about? Teddy Bishop took the most wicket. This is the confirmation that I need to stop arguing with Sherwin. Sherwin and I were always going back and forth about who should be in the team, but that is the camel that going to break the back. That is the camel that breaks the back, brother. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore with you, Sherwin. You saying that Teddy Bishop, a specialist batsman, took the most wicket. I can't do it anymore with you, yeah, man. I'm going to leave you alone. Well, probably he made the mistake with saying Joshua Bishop. But if he's crying for Teddy Bishop to be in the team, there's no way he can be making a mistake like that. I go and leave him. But that's why Joshua Bishop is around in and around the squad, because of how consistent he has been. not only in red ball but white ball also. So if he was asking for Joshua Bishop to be in over Brian Charles, I could understand that, but that's not what. Boy, sure, when you always stress me out here, man. Also, does anyone know the reason why West Indies can't seem to bat 90 overs regularly? And we're not good enough. We're not good enough to bat that long. It's that simple. It might sound awful, but we're not good enough to bat to do that. Usually 90 overs, we usually face 90 overs in a day. Sometimes if anything go on and slow over rate, it might be 85 for the day. Very rarely we bat out a day. It's because it's simply we're not good enough. We're not good enough when they compare us to other teams. You understand? Other teams bat it, so it just goes to show we're not good enough to bat that long. You understand? Trust me, Roach will not be taking a lot of wickets in the series. Hodge will score most runs. Seals will take the most wickets. I would prefer Chase as the off spinner and a good batsman. Yeah, but we can't get Chase. Chase is playing T20 cricket. What is it? Joshua Bishop. All right, boss. All right, boss. Anything else, my boss? Thorne and Andrew did okay in the first class season, but Johnson was a big flop. Yep. And that's why I'm saying Thorne should be in and around the squad. Johnson won't get in right now. You understand? Because of who he's competing with. He scored like probably 2 half centuries if my memory serves me right. You understand? You know. Last time we batted first versus South Africa at home, I remember us being bowled out about 2021 for like 120. Nakia and Rabada were cooking. All right. With Roach back, what are the 2 pairs you think will hunt together? It should be one experienced player going with the next, so it's probably going to be Jaden Seals and Roach, and then probably Shamar Joseph and Jason Holder. Necessarily, have to go say, because anyway you take it, one of the experienced bowler will be either mid-on or mid-off talking to Seals or Shamar Joseph. But that's probably a way how they might do it. Sharon Johnson scored a century in both innings. All right, boss. Wickham, Jordan, Andrew, Thorne, Anderson, Bowen, Tuckett, Young, Allen, August, Ogis, all have so much talent, but CW have to put something in place so we can have at least 10 to 14 for exactly. They are not playing enough cricket. There's another guy that came through at under 19 cricket that wasn't too bad either, I know. Trying to remember if his name is Mahes or something like that. I don't remember his name. He played under 19 cricket a couple of years ago. I don't remember if his name is Mahes or Mace or something like that. Batsman, he wasn't too bad either. You understand? So there's a lot of guys coming through, but they're not getting enough playing time. Plus, when you leave school, and you're no longer depending on your parents, you can't play 3 and 4 games for the season and don't know where your next dinner going to come from, West Indies first class average is too low. That's why we don't do well in red ball cricket. Yep. With multi bowling, it's hard for Chase to come back on the test side. All right. I said Joshua Bishop. All right, Sharon. Sportsbound question: if them team fail again, should CWI look to bring in a better coach? I mean, you see, it depends. This little win that they got against Australia gave him a lot of credit in the bank, as poorly as they did against England. So I don't think they're going to just go ahead and change him if we don't win this series, because they change it. They have a couple of new players coming in, but I'm not too sure they're going to just go and change it. So it's a new administration. They gave him the job, so they probably want to give him some time to prove himself. But I wouldn't think that he has a whole lot of credit in the bank. You understand? If they're not going to go with him, there's not a lot of a lot of coaches out there that is in the Caribbean that they can go for, that is as experienced as he is and as qualified on paper as he is, that knows the players as well as he does. But the problem is he knows all of these players, and he's the one that coached a lot of them at the high performance center youth level, and they're not doing well. So that is also going against him. So we might see a case of them going outside. But if no matter who they bring in, Master, no matter who they bring in, they could bring in even Justin Langer, who is not gonna come because of everybody knows what's going on with West Indies cricket. But I'm just saying they could bring him in and not going to fix the problem. Also, another thing supposed to be on how come ICC were to relay our pitches in the Caribbean, yet pitches in the T20 World Cup played the same exact way as they as well did low and slow. What are we missing? To relay our pitches. Boy, I don't know, you know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it has anything to. I can't say it has anything. It has anything to do with the curators, you know, because as I said, if they relay the pitches and they play in the same way, I don't know if it's the way how they're preparing it. You understand? That's a good question. I don't know how to attack that one at all. You know, Joshua Bishop is capable of taking wickets and scoring 100. Yeah, man, that's why Joshua Bishop was in and around the squad. You know, he's you know, he did well in terms of his bowling and thing. Good night. What happened to Cornwall? Rakim Cornwall is there. I think we're going to see him in the CPL again. He won't get into the team right now though. We have Moti. We have Moti in terms of red ball. We have Moti and Sinclair. They are ahead of him based on performance in regional championship lately. Moti and Sinclair. He's not going to get in the T20 team because of Moti and Akil Hussain. Rastan Chase is also there. You understand? And he's obviously not going to get in as an opener based on how we see the playing. You understand? Not too sure. Well, we're in search of an opener right now. So who to tell? Maybe if he goes out there and dominate the CPL, we might see him coming back in. Watching the warm-up game, Thorne in there yet. His run-up needs a little work. We say he isn't there yet. All right. Hello, Sports One. I really think West Indies need of quality leg spinner. Anyone you think of? I think the only one that we have there right now is the youth from Jamaica, Dr. Mansing's son. What's his name? Abjai. I think his name is Abjai Mansing, the Jamaican leg spinner. He's probably not there as yet. You understand? He's probably the closest, you know? He's probably the closest. Kimani Milius is another one. He's another one. But there's another guy there, man. Kimani Milius is another one. I see him on Facebook all the while batting in the nets. He was pretty good at the under 19 level. But there's another guy, man, that came through. I think his last name is Mahes. I don't remember his first name. I think it's Mahes, man. But he's another one that wasn't too bad. Clark was a bowler I was watching. You know, he's probably gonna McKenny Clark. If he's the one that you're talking. He isn't too bad. Let us see, you know, if he will have a good championship this year, but he isn't too bad at all. Sports about, I remember Hines and Shandopar scored double centuries, and we almost won the match before it draw. I remember which match that. McKenny Clark, what happened to him? McKenny Clark is still. McKenny Clark is still there, man. He's still there. Hold on. Yeah, McKenny Clark is still there, man. Charles Zishan Maratta will be an excellent leg spinner in a few years. He took wickets in his first season in first class cricket, and he's only 18, I think. Trying to remember if I which team is playing for again. Hopefully he will be developed properly, and he's not just rushed into the white ball. My coach always say you need to learn to learn how many times our batsmen will be chasing wide ones and going edges before they stop it. These guys playing tests like ODIs. They don't know where the off stump is. That is the biggest problem. I think we need more A tours for the promising youngsters. I agree. I agree. But that comes with money, and I don't know who's going to want to pump money in all of this. When West Indies announced a new selector because Desmond Haynes no longer there, when they announced the squad recently, they said that they are going to announce that when they announced this test squad the other day, they said they're going to be announcing the selectors and the selecting committee pretty soon. So let us see. Also, before we move out of here, what's your bold prediction for the 4x1s where Jamaica is concerned? I have Jamaica taking silver in both races. USA, Lucky Sherika Jackson hurt, in my opinion. I don't even know how we're going to perform right now because I don't know where Shelly is at. I don't know where Sherika is at in terms of them going out there and performing. I'm hoping that we will medal though. Hoping that we'll medal. I think US gonna take both of them. You understand? I think US will take them. You understand? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the US female team who they have, but I know once they get the baton around safely, I think US will take it where the males are concerned. We have good enough guys to do it, but US will probably take both of them. I don't know what Jamaica's fitness is like right now, but especially Sherika, I don't know what the fitness is like, but we have a team that can take it, man. We have a team that can take the ladies one. I don't know. Well, Sherika not going to run. It's tough to say. I'm hoping. I can see US winning. I can see US the males definitely winning once they can get the button around safely. You understand? I think Jamaica should be able to medal in the males department. I'm not sure what the health is like of the ladies, so I'm not sure how that one going to go. A bowler I like to see bowl is Preston McSween. Preston McSween. All right. Okay, not a bad. A good little left arm bowler. I have USA winning both male and female. Yeah, it's probably going to be tough. Probably going to be tough for us to get anything. Also, you have a story to do about the CWI VP and see he lost some case today, I think, versus Guyana Cricket Board, and CWI announced they have appealed the ruling. So it's about get messy. Yeah, man, I saw it this morning. And said I was going to do a video on it. I saw it, man. So they lost the case and said they're going to appeal it. It's the guy there. What's his name? I did a couple of videos on it, man. I did a couple of videos on it back when they were going through the process. But you know I'm going to do a video on it, man. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. I saw this young man, J.A. really did not remember his name. Remember him. I'm still not remember him at all. He played for CCC, probably college youth. Maybe he's just finished school and there's a strong possibility that I called his name while doing the recaps in the championship, but because I'm looking at so much of these things, I don't remember some of them. But people like Supernova not forget anything, I always remember everything. We need to pick batsman on the first class game. Average should be at least 45 to get selected. Well, we're not going to have any team, We're not going to have any team. So nobody can say nothing about Warwick and being picked about having an issue with Darren Bravo and West Indies cricket is biased. You probably came on a little late, or probably haven't seen the videos that you have done on that. People have definitely spoken about it. The ghost of Manchester United coming to hand Sports to the Bone for watching us lose 2-0 to Liverpool. Jaja, I tell you, I wasn't, it wasn't 2-0, it was 3. I think it was 3. I think we lost, it was 3-0. We lost 3-0. The ghost of Manchester United coming to hand to Sports to the Bone for watching us lose. It was 3, man, it was 3. It was 3-0. It was the light. It was 3-0. I was lucky enough. I was lucky enough to be able to drive and to go and watch them. It's an experience that that I was happy to, I was happy to able to get that experience. Not a lot of the first team players were there, but I was able to go in and watch and think. And watching them, I can tell you, boy, we doom. We doom. Just to finish out, I'm going to leave this football here because I know some football listeners here. We doom here. We doom. We doom. We doom. Mason Mount, clueless. You understand? Clueless. Watching him throughout the season, throughout the last season, we know that the problem is we're not too sure where we want him to play. Tenag is to be blamed for that. Went and bought a man for 70 million. I think it was 1 year on his contract. Still don't know what his position is. So that was a problem. Still don't know what his position is. Running up and down on the field. Centre back. Boy, I don't even want to go into that here, man. One thing I always say is that we doom here. We doom. If they can't bring in Matthias de Ligt from Bayern Munich, bring in the midfielder from PSG that we're trying to get, and bring in a left back, bring in another number 10 to help Fernandez and thing. Anyway, they can't fix all of that with doom, brother. I can tell you, we corners dark. But we're going to leave it right here so for knowing my viewers and subscribers. We're going to leave it right here so for now. Hope you all have a beautiful rest of the evening. It's raining outside, cats and dogs, as we like to say. So we're going to leave it right here so and go drink some soup. Big up on yourself and stay safe, everybody. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for coming on in such short notice. I appreciate it. Bless up on yourself. Stay safe.